Yo, what's up? All right. Okay. All right. We'll get started soon. Okay. You know exactly what you're doing. You know exactly what you're doing. All right. Okay. All right. We're getting started soon. Okay. Wait. Is the one person me? Okay. So it's not me. All right. I'm announcing the video. Bruh. All right. Let's get started. My bad. My bad for the delay. Y'all can hear me properly, right? All right. Let's go. Let's do this. All right. Here we go. Wait. Wait. What do you mean you can't hear me? Ah. Okay. All right. Cool. All right, okay, let's just do the entire screen. All right, let's go. Um, sorry about that. This started. It's like super. Wait, is this I forgot. Is this Asventos in chat or something? Who is? Wait, is that you? Asven. All right, okay, let's go. Wait, sorry. Wait a minute. I think it's. Let me open it up again one more time. Wait. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I suspected.
Hazbin Hotel is cringe.
Okay. All right. That's weird. Why is there no why is there no like why can't I drag the thing? What the hell? What the hell's going on here? Okay, what the hell? Wait, what's going on here? Why can't I drag? Actually, wait. Shoot. Let me. Why can't I? Okay, here we go.
The humor is passable at its best and downright painful at its.
Ah, crap. Sorry. Give me a second. Let me pull this up on YouTube. Sorry. Let Let me just pull up the channel because like the file's being really weird as hell. Or later. Okay. Sorry for the delay. Apologies. Fuck. Honestly. Fair enough. You're entitled to your own beliefs. I thought Hazbin Hotel was kind of mid. Sorry about that. Sorry. It's probably because it's Sunday. Fuck it. All right, let's go. I mean, wait. Asventos or whoever, Asto, however you say your name. Can y'all? You can hear me and the video, correct? Wait, just me for now. Are you sure? Sorry about that. Okay. All right. Uh, can you hear the video now? Can you hear the video now? Wait. Okay. I'm gonna play the video, right? And I want you to tell me whether you can hear it or not. Okay. Okay. Can you hear the video? Can you hear the video? There's not even a visual shown. What are you talking about? It's right there. Wait. Okay, sorry. Let me get into alts. God damn it. This is really annoying. I have to like constantly check this crap. It's really annoying. Oh, wait. Oh, that's really weird. Yeah, that shouldn't be happening. S- Sorry, that's really weird. That shouldn't be happening. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, man. Sorry about that, dude. Um, sorry about that. Sorry about that, dude. Sorry about that. Let me try one more time and then let's do this. Your entire screen. Oh, now I see what's going on. I'm not sharing the system audio. That's what's going on. Okay, how about now? 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 How about now?
And I can't help but admit that I'm a fan of the show. I watch YouTube shorting down the lore and anime power scaling different characters.
All right, I'm gonna put this on. Let me up the quality a bit. Let me up the quality. Let me put this on. It's on like 125 or something.
Okay, admit it. Is that what you wanted to hear? But before of ourselves, let me give some context into what I knew about the show before I started
Wait, what the hell? That's a little too fast.
watching it and why I actually decided to watch it. If you don't care and want to skip this, I label.
All right. Let me skip it. Let me skip this part. We're gonna do a reaction, so we wanna skip. Um. Okay. So let me summarize the. Let me wait. Ask Ventos. You can hear the video, right? You can hear the video playing too, right? That's correct. Correct. When I play the video, you can hear it, right? Okay. Good. All right. Let's see this crap.
But before of ourselves, let me give some context into what I knew about the show before I started.
Wait, what the that's a little okay, good. I'm just checking. Good, I'm just checking. Okay. So let me summarize the South Park movie part again. While it is cool that Viv Pop took inspiration from South Park, the problem with this is that the South Park movie came out in 1999. Hold on, mate, I'm watching ads. Bro, dude. Oh my god, bro, get YouTube pre. Okay, so I'll sum up the South Park movie part. It's basically like, yeah, well, it's nice that Vivzy Pop took inspiration from South Park and trying to parody a 1999 movie in a for film that is in 2024, aka 25 years ago, was not a smart move. Definitely not a smart move because, as Bloom says in his video, 20 writing. So 2010's writing was obviously revolutionary for 1999. Obviously, now they got shat on because they're 14 years late. So summed it up perfectly. While it's nice they took inspiration, it's way out of date. Way inspiration was done from the wrong thing. Again, and this goes for part 2. If they did the same thing that they did in their end of obesity thing that they did in 1999, people would shit on it just as much because it's old, boring, and repetitive. And that's why this adaptation did not work for 2024. All right, okay, let's move on. Let's go. Too fast.
Watching it and why. So if I had described the show in a sentence, I'd say something along the lines of, if a Tumblr user from teen decided to make a show for a more mainstream audience, but the target audience is still school band and theater kids. The color.
I honestly was never on band or theater. Was anybody here on band or theater? I honestly never was. The only thing I did was percussion, but that wasn't a school band.
Cartoony animation with villains that seem kind of like they're drawn to be devilishly attractive. The fact that I don't think a single character, and of course,
Oh yeah, that's true. Not a single character in Hazbin Hotel. The boss Millie straight, but that's about it.
plenty of jokes using natural way.
And I need a big, strong daddy to put me in my place on the path to redemption.
I mean, I can
Jesus
practically
Christ.
hear the sophomores giggling for brass section after one of them just quoted Angel Dust. And for the record, I'm not making fun of these kids. The reason I can be so sure of this is because I was that kid in my early years of high school, except I wasn't actually in band or theater. I just had friends that were, so I had all of the cringe and none of the talent.
Bro, if I gotta give criticism, Bloom, sometimes you do talk a little too fast in your videos. Sometimes a little too fast in your videos, bro.
Like I said, I don't know much about the creator's history, but if it wasn't an avid Tumblr
That's gay as fuck. Bro, I swear to God, people will call anything.
user back in the day, I would be shocked. But that brings us to our first point of discussion, the animation art. This is one of the strongest aspects of the show for me. It seems like with adult animation, specifically in the Western world, they're always competing to see whose art style can be the ugliest. I don't know if
That's true. I don't know.
this is because the medium is almost exclusively to shows and that's supposed to be funny, or if the earliest adult cartoons like Beavis and Butthead or South Park just kind of set the intentionally ugly or overly simple style, but it's such a
I wouldn't call South Park ugly. South Park is simple, honestly. And simplicity does help to a benefit.
breath of fresh air to see the creativity of Hazbin Hotel's art. Now, I'm no expert in animation or art
Yeah.
in any way. I'd equate my artistic skills to that of an infant with Parkinson's, but as someone
Bro, that Garon Carpet. Jesus Christ, Blitz, holy shit.
who watches cartoons a lot, I really like the style they went for here. Everything from the settings to the
South Park is gay. Wait, Asven, are you a Family Guy watcher? Are you a Family Guy watcher?
character designs feel very intentionally designed in the sense that they're all pretty unique and strange. The art is
True.
still very consistent, enough that I'm confident I could identify that everything was from the same show if I
Yep.
hadn't seen the show. Except for this character, who only appears for one scene, but
Yeah.
seriously, what the hell is that? It
Whatever
literally
this is.
looks like a fan art of a furry who put their own like fursona into this episode. Like, it just feels so out of place. I don't get it. But this consistency also contributes to one of my complaints about the
I watched it. Watched all of what? Family Guy?
art style is the color choices. Everything is red. There
Yeah, everything is red. Why is everything so red?
is so red. Like, I get it. It's hell. Of course everything is red. Fire and brimstone and all that. But like, can we at least get some unique axe colors then? Like, I swear the
Yeah, for sure.
palette for the show is almost exclusively different shades of red, white, and gray. When
Yeah, definitely. Like, bro, we don't need all this red.
I first saw clips, I thought this was some Valentine's Day special for a cartoon I'd never seen. Like, seriously. Consistent that when a character has some cold, they almost feel out.
Sorry about that. I was Family Guy, American Dad, South Park, the yellow guy. I forget the name. Oh, since.
Out of place. It's like actually shocking. The harshest contrast
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they devoted so much to this character only to just not use him and make him useless.
we see is when we see the people of heaven, whose designs are pretty much the same, but the color palette is essentially the opposite of Hell's because, you know, visual storytelling and all that. It's kind of symbolism for a plot point that we'll discuss later, so I mean, it makes sense, and I don't hate by any means, but man, can it be overwhelming at times. Now, when it comes to the actual animation itself, it felt pretty. Again, I don't know anything about what distinguishes good animation from bad animation, but I liked it.
Yeah,
There's a clear
definitely.
difference
It was
between the pilot
awesome.
and the full show that was released on Amazon. The animation it felt much more lifelike and expressive, just all around more detailed. But of course, that's easy to do when you're spending 2 years working on a single episode, and it's not something that can
Wow.
be realistically brought to a full-length show like this. And I don't think this affects the show much
For sure.
anyways, since the character designs are already so expressive on their own. Speaking of, now let's go talk about the
Yo, I think my furries watch that show. Jesus. Bro, are you a fur? Jesus Christ.
the character design.
No, hate if you are a furry though. No hate if you are a furry though. Like fur. Okay, I guess whatever. I got a friend who's a furry. Whatever.
Are one of my favorite parts of this show. They're what really do the heavy lifting in terms of world building and explaining the rules. There are quite a few creations consistent through most of the characters that make them incredible tools for visual storytelling. When you start watching this
For sure.
show, they tell you absolutely nothing about the rules of hell, how it correlates to your life on Earth, what got you there, or
Okay, wait. A little too fast.
really anything like that. With design choices, you begin to understand it more and more. For example, the blend of different time periods. Some characters look like archetypes of the early 20th century, some even
Yeah, definitely.
earlier, others are clearly more modern in their design to get an idea of the time period that this person is from up on Earth. The
Yeah.
details of these characters also give you hints as to what these people did up on Earth and why they ended up in hell in place. I'm explaining this like it's some kind of secret clue people overlooked, but it's not. Most of these details are incredibly on the nose. I mean, these two, and take a wild guess as to what they did up on Earth. Not
pimp news reporter.
To mention, most of them end up with the same jobs in hell anyways, but in this case, I don't think it really needs to be subtle, because the designs are essentially character of themselves up on Earth, and it allows for some really fun and visually interesting characters. One of my favorite examples is Alistair. They explain the story in the pilot, but if you started with the Amazon show, they don't explain it until like 5 episodes in, but by then, most people would have picked up on the fact that he was probably a radio DJ around the 1920s, considering his voice attire and microphone he carries around with him. But there's also a lot of mystery in his design. Like the fact that he has these furry deer ears. I didn't even notice it at first.
Furry deer ears. I think Alistair is supposed to be a hunter. I think he's supposed to be a hunter, right? Because a deer hunter. Because you see him in the show eating deer. So I think he's a hunter.
First, until they revealed that he can transform into this weird Wendigo deer-looking creature, or these symbols that begin to appear that look like they're related to voodoo. And he's also able to use shadow jutsu. Like, you take all these details and you put them to mind, and you're like, yeah, this dude had to have been super evil.
He tortured for fun. Yeah, true. I think Alistair was a sport because his background looks very sports commentator, like thing that you would see for what do you call it, boxing or something, especially with the shadow jutsu.
Evil up on Earth. It lets you speculate, and I think that. And I actually did learn his backstory in one of those YouTube shorts I was talking about. If you don't want to hear it, you can go ahead and skip. But essentially,
if you don't want to hear the skip, okay, let me just.
Is he was a DJ in Louisiana in the 20s who was secretly a serial killer, and he would murder victims and leave them in the woods. And I don't think this has been confirmed, but it's theorized that he was accidentally shot by a hunter while he was hiding one of these bodies in the woods.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's how he died. So yeah, he does explain pretty much everything about his character design. They also do something really cool that I haven't seen before in their shows, and that's having his normal talking voice sound as if it were coming out of an old-timey radio.
But you insisted on this noisy picture box advertisement, so I had a little fun with it.
I mean, I'm sure it has been done personally, and it's not consistent. It fades in and out like an actual radio, occasionally allowing you to hear his actual voice filter.
Oh, well, in that case, I'd be delighted to.
Humane.
Oh, yeah, humanely.
Well, that's a lot less fun.
I think it's really unique, and it adds another layer of mystery to his character. These design choices can be seen
the cat box emoji, huh?
In the majority of the characters, like Vox, who most obvious example, clearly he was some kind of TV executive. His voice,
yeah, definitely TV reporter,
also filter, but it's much more subtle, and you can only hear it occasionally, much like you would expect a TV to sound at high volumes.
Oh yeah, back when TV was making from analog to digital, or like more digital type thing.
And what's got him so out of sorts?
Then there's Husk, who's covered in different suits from playing cards, obviously hinted at someone who has a gambling problem. Somebody who lost their life due to gambling and probably or something. At his past as a gambler. Also, if you didn't catch it, most of the names pretty obvious references to their identities. Vox just generally sounds like something a media company would be called. And
bro, it is a what is it? It is a media company. It is a media company. It's called Vox. It's called Vox News. I'm amazed VivziePop was allowed to like have the character Vox News, but then I'm a professional gambler. To be a professional gambler. Oh, bet. If you're a professional poker player, best of luck to you. Yeah, I'm so VivziePop was allowed to use the Vox title without being sued for. Like what? I'm amazed Vox title. Like I'm amazed that didn't get her into any legal trouble.
And Husk being washed up like a husk of himself. Although I gotta admit, I'm not entirely sure why he's a cat with wings. Like what?
Because a cat with wings. Because when a cat's used, you kick them out. Cat with no, there's actually top dog. Yeah, because it's cool. Actually, also because there's a new lottery thing called Top Dog, Top Cat. What is it? Here it is. Top Dog, Top Cat. That's probably what it's in reference to.
That has to do with anything. So Valentino, who has the most.
Wait, I forgot it. Wait, in your do they have Mega Millions?
Obvious pimp cosplay I've ever seen.
Yep.
And on top is basically Valentine. He's also just covered in hearts. Although, again, not really sure why he's a giant moth. Although he does.
Because moths are into light, and he likes the spotlight.
look pretty sicklit, and I suspect it has something to do with his interactions with his insect-like employee, whose past is best summarized by POV Magazine's pick for the job to have in the next century.
For the third
Correct.
year in a row, crack whore.
And
Yes, man.
I mean, his name is Angel Dust, which I doubt I have to explain. I'm not entirely sure why he's designed like some writer, but like I said,
Because people are into furries.
I suspect some parallel with Valentino due to their super healthy business partnership. You know what, actually, I just thought of this while I was doing this narration, but it might be because in his line of work, I guess extra arms would be pretty useful. I don't know. I'm just like,
It would.
but his clothing, accent, and tendency to pull out Tommy guns in battle all scream connections to the mob.
Because people are gay.
Was either part of or actively involved in some New York City crime family back in the 30s. Then there's Sir Pentious, whose steampunk creations and clothing definitely indicate that he was some sort of during his life.
I'm definitely not gay. Bro, that sounds like something somebody who's gay would be. How's your day going so far? Going good, Black Prism. What's up?
Although that doesn't really explain why he's in hell.
I'm not really into big drama things, so I decided, you know what? Let's just finish reacting to Hazbin Hotel because I didn't get to do it the whole time last. Let's go.
Or why he's designed as a snake. Perhaps because he
Because snakes are backstabbers.
betrayed people or something. We see him attempt at a betrayal earlier on in the show, so I guess that's possible. Also, an embarrassingly long time to realize that his name is actually, you get it. The Angels and Adam all wear masks that look like they're straight out of the Purge, perhaps
Oh yeah, that's true.
symbolizing the fact that they're hiding their evil intentions behind a veil of holy. They look
Yeah.
really cool. Almost as
I mean, they're not really doing anything that bad. I mean, they're killing a bunch of well, actually, because some people didn't get sent to hell, but obviously, like, majority of them live within. So obviously, them killing that is not okay. But I mean, if they're killing the people who got sent to hell, then like, what's the problem? Like, they're killing people who were once racists or assaulters or whatever. Like, what? I don't. What's the problem?
the Seraphims, who shift between a human like
Because they never kill any of the hellborn individuals. Like, they don't kill any of the imps or anything like that.
appear more biblically accurate one with a bunch of eyes and stuff. Even characters like Baggy with her mysterious ex that I thought was an animation error at first because it
Why would you think it's an animation error?
floats over her hair, but I ended up it's a pretty cool design choice. Or even Charlie,
Yeah.
who I guess looks like a
Everything is here to give you this. What? Give me what? What? A donation or something? What? What's up?
clown dog thing or something. I really don't know. I don't know what they were going for with her. But there's also people like Cherry Bomb, whose 80s punk aesthetic is obvious, along with her love for explosives and arson probably being the reason in the first place.
Wait, Black Prism, give me what though? Give me what?
Even Rosie, whose sharp teeth and non-threatening demeanor make her the perfect leader of Cannibal Town. I mean, after all, she does claim to have eaten her husband. Then there's
Yeah, husband murder.
Lucifer. Character
Jody Arias in the flesh.
design, well, I have a lot to say about it, but I'll save them when I talk about the character personalities and interactions later. But for now, I will say I like all the small
Alright, take care, Black Prism.
details regarding his backstory, which of course everyone knows. Things like the snake, and the crown. And of course, if we're talking about
Oh yeah, the apple. What is it? Eve and Adam took the fruit of temptation, right? Something like that. Right? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Come on. Yeah.
character design, how could I forget about Nifty?
Yeah, Nifty. I'm glad they gave Nifty more diversity. I'm glad. You know, definitely an improvement.
This 2024 Google
Damn
update
it.
lets you earn money by watching ads. I feel like I just found a Google cheat code.
But to summarize my praises for the character design, I think all of them are pretty great. Catching
Yeah, they're pretty great.
choices that tend to be repeated. These are the things that are most Tumblr-like to me. Are things I
Yeah, definitely they have too many like why does everything need hearts? You know, definitely that.
don't like about the character design. For one, despite how unique every character is, there are a lot of specific design choices that tend to be repeated. Things that are most Tumblr-like to me, and I honestly wouldn't be able to tell you why. It's kind of just if you know type of thing.
But I don't even, bro. I think, bro, Blooms. You were probably even Tumblr, like this whole Tumblr thing.
Specifically, like the large amount of characters who wear top hats. For some reason, literally every male character in Hell besides Angel Dust and Alistair wear top hats of some kind.
Angels. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, because a top hat wouldn't work as a job for a pimp, and for Alistair, he doesn't really that he's menacing anyway. Oh, shout out 4 people here.
Like, you couldn't even give the pimp character an actual pimp hat. It had to
Pimp named Slickback.
be a top hat that you just threw a feather on to make it look more simple. Is it physically impossible for the male characters to wear any other form of hat? This man has.
I mean, any form. I don't know. I don't think I would really take any of them as serious villains if they started with baseball caps, though. To be fair, like, yeah, they either should have just honestly, like, but like, I wouldn't take them seriously with any other hats. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't take them seriously with a fedora or a baseball cap. What's up? What's up, Ward? What's up?
Has a flat screen for a head and is still wearing a top. The only reason it's even staying on is because he put his antennas through it. And then the 2 characters that don't wear top hats wear bow ties, something that literally single male character in Hell wears except for Valentino. Like, aren't they
Yeah, bow tie.
supposed to all be from different time periods? Surely the bow tie has not been fashionable for that long. Okay,
I mean, to be fair, a tie looks more professional in my opinion.
actually Googled it and it has been for that long, but still, not everyone has to wear one. I don't think it's ever fashionable. Even Sir Pentious' little egg servants have top hats on. At least they
Yeah, no, they have a tie.
have normal ties, but still, why does every male character have to have a bow tie or a top hat or both? I think like Adam's character design so much, he doesn't have a bow tie or a top hat, but he does have something.
I think Adam is supposed to represent like people who are like kind of like egotistical or like alpha male red pill type stuff.
That's arguably a lot worse, and that is the cartoonishly large smile. Literally every villain, and some characters that aren't even villains, have this exact same smile. Like, I get it, demons, and they're evil, and they have to be kind of creepy and threatening, but my god, it literally feels like every character. Again,
I mean, yeah, you kind of just solve the reason why.
it's mostly the male characters with the exception of a couple of female characters. And this is what I mean when I say these design choices are very Tumblr-esque. The hat, the bow tie, the evil smile that's scary, but also kind of attractive. These are like the trade.
Attractive? What the hell? Bro, I don't what is attractive about the
Of Tumblr OCs. It is kind of weird that this isn't nearly as big of an issue in the female characters, but if I had to guess, I would say this is just what Vivziepop likes to draw male characters as. And
bro, to be fair though, there are like almost no female characters in this show, which is horseshit, which is amazing considering Vivziepop is the one who said that Hazbin Hotel would be more female driven. Like, what a bunch of
And at the end of the day, this is all just nitpicking. I mean, I just ranted forever about all the things I love about the character design. I just wish that Vivziepop had given it just a little bit more effort to add just a bit more creativity to these designs. But regardless, there's still so much I love about the designs, and the small details like Alistair and Vox's voices really make it pretty great. Speaking of voices, let's talk about the voice. The fact that this show was able to get a real budget by being picked up by A24 was a huge blessing. They were able to hire a truly incredible cast. It's absolutely chock full of Broadway stars, and almost everyone does an
definitely. They cooked.
amazing job. Almost everyone, but I'll talk about that in a second. Charlie is played by Erica Henningsen and plays the overly hyper, quirky princess role absolutely flawlessly. The moment I heard her begin singing the number, I was blown away.
Yeah, Charlie Morningstar does that, like, what do you call it? Like the Mean Girls type Katie Heron role very well. Yeah, Charlie does the whole Mean Girls Katie Heron role very well, honestly, which is like, Yep. Good, good. I'm glad she hasn't played a Disney princess. Good, good. Bro, Disney is peak performative activism. Disney is queer bait cancer. They will include what is it? Like a 2-second gay kiss for diversity, but then include a black character, but then make his face small into Chinese posters. Like, bro, Disney is peak performative activism. They literally filmed Mulan on a what is it? Like a concentration camp. They literally filmed Mulan on a concentration camp. Disney is peak performative activism. Good. No, bro, no, fuck nah. Disney is peak performative activism. Bloom's what the fuck you talking about? Yeah, they filmed Mulan at a concentration camp, and the thing is, half of it wasn't culturally correct because half of the people who wrote it were white. They weren't even Chinese or Asian, like at all. They were all white. Like, yeah, no shit, they didn't get anything right. They were talking about a culture they didn't know. Mulan movie 3 when? Bro, shut your Asvin, don't shut your ass up. Mulan movie 3. Actually, you know what? If it's animated, it'll be good. Bro, dude, I don't want them to mess up another classic, bro. Bro, did you see what they did to Moana 2? Did you see what they did to the original? Did you see what they did to Moana? Yep. Yep. The genie from Aladdin. You know, whatever. Sorry, bad joke. Nah, I figured you were playing around. Disney Reese's AH movie when? What is that? Wait, what is AH? Is that Aladdin? Is that Aladdin? Yep, other friend. Disney release movie. Bro, it's not that the other one. Not that N bro, which other one, dude? Which other one? You mean the ER? Which other one? Which other N word, bro? Which other N word? Nah, NA. Oh, NI. Oh. The NI double GA, right? Dude, what the hell, bro? Bro, dude, I swear, bro. Asventos, you better not be dropping that shit in chat, bro. Oh my god. Oh, not bro, that's not any better, dude. Dude, that's not any better. I will give you credit. I will give you credit. Disney is pretty anti-Jewish. Yeah, they're pretty anti-Jewish. I'll give you that. But yo, bro, calm down. Yo, oh. Stephanie Beatrice. I never watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Haven't watched BoJack Horseman either. I probably should. I mean, we're talking about a Disney musical. Actually, Encanto was actually very good. Encanto was very good. I'll give Disney credit. Encanto was good. They were cooking. I think I'll just say this. I think Beatrice's lack of performance was more so as a result of her. What if Disney releases about Hanukkah? Hanukkah? Disney releases about Hanukkah. I don't think Disney's ever released a movie about Hanukkah. Um nah, I don't think they will ever. I think I think Beatrice's acting was reduced because she's just not used to like being this like side character. Like especially in Disney, like she was the main face of attention. Like her whole thing was like, "Oh, I'm not perfect. I don't have all this magic stuff." So I think that's why she fumbled a little bit because she's not used to being the one who has all of these things and wants to control people. She's usually the one who gets pushed around. She's just not used to that not in control role. Yo, 7 people, what's up? Yeah. Hispanic heritage, yep. That's true. That's true. I think yeah, she's supposed to be Hispanic, but it's like she reminds me of like a Hispanic mom, you know, not like in a like, but like if you've ever been around like you know how they're kind of like they're a little bit uptight about things, but like you know they're uptight because they want you to succeed. Speaking of Disney, I feel old. I don't know. To be fair, I feel old in the sense of when I watch a Disney movie, I feel old in the sense of like they've pretty much fumbled almost every single recent movie they've dropped. Like it's embarrassing like how hard they fumbled. That's where I feel old. I don't feel old. I feel embarrassed. Like Disney, you used to be the king of shit, and now you're getting beaten by DreamWorks and all these other companies. Like Disney is just like has lost like control. Like other people are just taking over. Wait, what do you mean you haven't watched the interview? You just showed us an interview. You showed us an interview. Oh no, as in Busy Pop interview. Disney makes me sad. Yeah, definitely. Disney is peak performative activism. Instead of giving us new minority characters, we're going to race bend old characters and call it a day. And you talk about the movies, your childhood. Imagine having a child, you watch the old movie, Disney. You talk about the movies, your childhood. Yeah, the old Disney movies are still good. Like, Tiana and Mulan are still good. There's actually a very good video that goes over some of the like, um, actually, wait, I'll link it. I'll link it. Let me find the video. Disney. What is it? Is it Sustine? I think it's. Oh, here you go. Here you go. Here's the video. I'll just link it in the chat. But yeah, you could copy. Sus. Yeah, I'll just link it in chat. Sustine does a very good job. Sustine does a very good job going over some of the problematic minority representation that has plagued Disney. They do a very good job at it, and I think she does a good job at explaining why some of it's problematic. Because if you're watching it for the first time, you sometimes don't notice these problematic like stereotypes or these problematic things. Like 101 Dalmatian from Disney. What's one Dalmatian? Is that Disney? I don't. Is it? Yeah, that's Disney. That's Disney. Yeah, Disney. That's Disney. I mean, they didn't really fumble 101 Dalmatian because you can't really fumble a movie about dogs. But live reaction, straight up dog shit. I mean, no, she just sounds like kind of a stressed out person, which like that's I don't know. She doesn't sound off to me. Yeah, definitely that part she was slipping up. Yeah, definitely. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, yeah, off. Who was it? Oh, Monica Franco. As soon as they replaced him from Norman Reedus to Edward Bosco, that was such a massive downgrade. Yeah, definitely. Got rid of Zane because Zane was only good at high notes. I don't really think that's a very good excuse. you should be multi-talented. That's not a very good excuse. Also, R.I.P. Liam Payne. R.I.P. that man. He did not deserve to go out the way he did. Musical numbers. Sure. Sorry, give me a second. I'm gonna go take a piss. Sorry about that. I had to take a piss. Respectless is definitely a good movie. Respectless was good. They was cooking. Yeah. I already explained in my Hazbin Hotel video what I already explained the problem with my what do you think is the I already explained my problem with the there's no reason why. Like they just put in lines that just don't fit in at all. Just for no reason whatsoever. And that's just very awkward and very weird on the audience watching. But the worst Disney movie is the worst Disney movie is let's see, that's a good question actually. I think the worst Disney movie is definitely uh the worst Disney movie is definitely for sure. Let me think. Worst as in worst classic or worst modern day? Because worst modern day for sure is uh definitely Mulan. They fumbled that thing horribly. Mulan live action, they fumbled that horribly. But the worst classic definitely would be in their musical. Like if you slow it down and freeze, you'll see like the photo bomb of the naked lady in Cats or something. And they still to this day do not know how that made the final cut. So I would say that's the worst. But no, not because the movie was bad, but just because of that like you can't be doing that shit. You can't be having a cut of like a naked lady's small picture in a movie meant for children. That's not okay. That's insanely like weird. Like if they find out whoever did that needs to be put on a straight up. Okay, all right. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I was checking something. All right, let's get back in. Let's get back in frame. Yeah, Poison was pretty good. Poison was pretty good. Respectless was my favorite though. Yeah, for sure. Actually, wait, no. Now that I think about it, the worst Disney movie, not because it's bad, but because its problematicness would definitely be Dumbo because of like the Jim Crow thing. Like that was fucked up. That was fucked up. Like calling your crow Jim Crow is fucked up. Like that, like that's definitely like that's and I get that I get that Dumbo came out when segregation was a thing, but that's still incredibly messed up. So sorry. Sorry about that, y'all. Jesus Christ. Way too excessive. Oh god. It reminds me of South Park's elementary school musical. Yeah, not original. Nice. Bukkake shows. Oh god. Yeah, yeah, I already covered this, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Whoa. Adam is okay, like, they didn't make him like a complete Andrew Tate, at least, that's good. Yep. Frat boy version of Jack Black. Bro, Jack Black, like, bro, that's not even close to a that's not even close to a correct comparison. Not even close. Yeah, red pilled, quote unquote red pill people. The problem with dude bros is that they only think about issues that affect them. So that's why they could care less about like they only think about issues that affect them, which obviously isn't fair. Yeah. Yeah, some of the jokes in this one were way too padded out. For sure, for sure. Oh, yeah. The guy who dies first with everything. I don't wait, is the guy who dies first well, they used to be only black, right? Sorry about that. All right, let's get back in. Yeah, too much. Yeah, definitely. But then again, if they're trying to show dude bros as negative aspects, like, I mean, is it really supposed to be funny? Like, should it really be presented as funny to begin with? Yeah, way too padded out. Yeah, as I explained, way too padded out. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I did not really like Adam. Adam was kind of annoying. Spare Adam in the wait, what? I don't get that one. Wait. Adam and the Sparrows. Wait, I don't get that one. Is that a Christian reference? Bro, Charlie thought anybody would take this seriously. Bro, girl, you are pitching your company with crayon drawings. Of course nobody's gonna take you seriously. What? Bro, I've seen kindergartners pitch better business plans than this. Yeah, hella's but dope. I mean, kind of, yeah. Yeah, funny. It's like one of those air guitar bros. Wait, Jack Black. I haven't watched. Wait, because obviously Jack Black has kind of mellowed down a lot more as he's gotten older. But like, has is Jack Black was Jack Black like that? Like was Jack Black that kind of like frat boy dude, bro, back in the day? Like what? Like for sure, for sure. 6 months is wild. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I'm so sorry. Wait. Have you guys been just staring at a black screen at a blue screen this entire Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. You guys have been staring at a black screen this entire time. Oh my god. Oh god, I feel so stupid. Probably thought anybody would take this seriously. Bro, girl. Nobody's gonna take you seriously. What? Partners pitch better. Yeah, hella's but dope.
Throughout the episode, there's a B plot of the rest of the hotel commercial, and it just further establishes the traits of these characters. Specifically, there's a B plot of the hotel commercial, and it just further establishes the traits of these.
Yo, what's up? Okay, all right. Sorry about that. Apologies. Yo, what's
Get
up?
our first
Okay,
jokes
all
that
right.
I think
Sorry
are
about that.
really poorly
Apologies.
written.
Oh,
Get
what's
our
up?
first
Okay,
jokes
all
that
right.
I think
Sorry
are
about that.
really poorly.
Sorry about that. Apologies. I'm just like,
Just cringeworthy.
Well, you come
Oh,
whoa. Oh my god.
yes!
to that place.
Like seriously, this doesn't even make sense. Why would Husk pause this sentence? And even if it makes sense, why would Husk pause this sentence and make
Okay, all right. Shoot. I gotta mute that for a second.
if he did, moaning after he says come is literally something that a middle schooler would do. This kind of
Yeah, exactly.
stuff is the reason that this show gets rap. It just feels like they were searching for a way to slip a joke in there, and they did it in the worst possible. And if Angel
Yeah. Yeah, the problem with the sex jokes is that they're even like done properly or creative. That's honestly the main issue.
had just heard me say that, he'd say something along the lines of, you could slip something else in there, and then make that. See, if I can write a joke for him that even comes close to the quality of his actual jokes, then that's a. In fact, later.
Exactly. If the writing is being outdone by a random commentator on the then Hazbin, it's time to hire some new writers.
We'll talk about a joke that is worse than the one I just came up with, which is incredible. But anyways, the first episode ends with a reveal. One of the angels was killed in the last extermination.
Base.
Something they didn't even know was possible. It hints at some kind of conspiracy from Adam, which we find out more.
Vaggie, the lieutenant like decapitated and like made Vaggie partially blind. Why would they not think that's not possible?
During the season.
There won't be a demon left alive to pull a stunt like this again.
What do you see?
A planet surrounded by asteroids and the wondrous
Pizza?
Whatever your
Whoa. Sup, Jaden?
Episode 2 sees Charlie brainstorming ways
Jaden, what are you still doing up? Don't you have...
to resolve this new time constraint, where she decides it'd be best to recruit more people since their only client is Angel Dust right now.
Bro, you're allowed to record YouTube. Yeah, I am. Yeah, it's a live stream. It's a live stream. I'm commentating and reacting on someone else's video. Yeah, it's a live stream.
And as he said in the previous episode, he's not exactly interested in changing.
Hey, whatever means I can keep crashing here rent-free. Expensive.
We are then
Jesus Christ. Yeah. The crackcore jokes get a little bit annoying.
introduced to Sir Pentious, who was in the pilot, when he blows a hole in the side of the hotel looking for Alistair, who he claims to...
You're already in copyright. No, no, not copyright. No, I didn't get copyright striked. I got copyright claimed. So I just gotta refute names and that's it. So it's nothing like it's just some asshole copywriting my channel and just taking my revenue.
to have battled many times. Alistair totally mogs him, claiming to not even know who he is.
We've done
Yeah. Who?
battle like 20 times.
Alistair gave him the most killer response. Who? Who? No, I don't know who you are. Who?
Well, you must have been really bad.
His attempt to challenge Alistair goes about as well
That man got punted hard.
as we expect it to, getting turned into a literal Looney Tunes character. His incompetence
Yep. Looney Tunes
as a
character.
villain and overall pathetic attempts at evil are very reminiscent of a few different characters. Specifically, the first character I thought of was Dr. Doofenshmirtz, due to
To be fair, Dr. Doofenshmirtz still had his moments. He was an idiot, but he still had his moments.
the inventions, the fact that he's very sympathetic as a villain because he's just so pathetic. I love Dr.
Yeah.
Doofenshmirtz, so this is definitely not a criticism, it's just something I noticed. He also kind of reminds me of villains who due to all the minions and everything. So during the
Well, Gru was actually somewhat competent.
battle, he mentions that his motivation is to get in the good graces of the V's, who we are immediately introduced to.
Also, wait, Gru wasn't a villain. Oh, wait, no, Gru was a villain. But oh, never mind. No, he was a villain turned into a hero.
We first meet Vox, who seems head of a massive media company and is essentially mind-controlling the
Yeah, Vox News.
citizens of hell through it. He's very much absolutely perfectly by Christian Bull.
Trust us with your safety.
He meets up
He's like a cult. It's like a cult, like Scientology.
with Velvet, who seems to be the head of some kind of fashion line or modeling business or something. Honestly, I'm not even entirely...
Honestly, who even cares? Velvet wasn't even important as a fuck.
Definitely made me snicker at least.
Is it 1750? Burn it like his who wore it.
She tells
Whoa.
Vox to go calm down Valentino, the third member
Calm down. Those weren't witches, bro. Those were falsely accused.
of the V's and the one who seems to run all of the sex work in hell. Also, they don't make it as obvious, but I'm pretty sure Valentino also has powers in all of the sex work in hell. Also, they don't make it as obvious, but
Why does that kind of look like Fizzaroli? Why does that kind of look like a girl version, like a more feminine version of Fizzaroli?
I'm sure Valentino also has powers to control. It seems like the smoke that he inhales from his pipe might be some kind of like love potion or something,
No, it's not. No, he was just being an asshole and blowing it in his face.
but it definitely like he's controlling people to some degree.
Bro, he wouldn't need his face to, like, bro, look at him. Bro, he dominates anybody.
This is when we make the connection between him and Angel Dust, as we learn that Angel works for him. Valentino is very of Angel Dust moving out to live with Charlie, and he makes some jokes that are, again, worthy.
Without me, he's just a bag of meat with some mildly.
Yeah, Valentino is a good example of somebody who is a manipulator having their worst fear. With somebody who they've been manipulating finally getting the chance to overpower them and fight against them. That is Valentino's basically biggest fear, is having the person he's controlling finally take their power back.
Entertaining holes.
But this is the dynamic between Val and Vox, with Val being the unpredictable psychopath and Vox being
Bro, Vox, what did Vox even do productively in this whole movie? Like, bro, watching Vox versus Alistar was like down T-Series versus PewDiePie type shit. Like, what the fuck? This is like some petty internet drama.
the cool and calculated one that's there to keep him in. Val mentions that the radio demon, aka Alistair, is also lit, and this gets Vox's attention. We learn that
Whoa.
they have some kind of history, but we don't know
Yeah.
exactly what happened. Although we can presume what happened, considering it's kind of radio versus TV matchup that's like a tale as old as time or whatever. All we really know is that
Correct.
before this, Alistair had been missing for 7 years, and this thus into Vox's number, which is another great one. It absolutely
Vox's musical was okay. It was just hypocritical because, like, how the fuck you gonna call someone a coward when you're too much of a bum at them directly?
nails the Disney villain introduction sound, with Vox claiming to make Alistair wish that he had never come back.
Welcome home. I'm gonna
Yeah, they got the Disney thing accurate.
make you wish stayed gone.
It then transitions into a kind of like rap song that I guess
Yeah, right. Old technology versus new technology. Epic rap battle of history.
would best describe as having a schizophrenic flow.
Well, Handley, I've got
Schizophrenic flow. Jesus Christ.
good news. He's a loser, a fossil. Don't
Hostile but a demon is. Vox, shut your ass up. You can't be a coward when you're too much of a pussy to come at people directly. Shut your ass up. Shut your ass up. You can't be calling no pussy. Yo ass too much of a pussy to come at people directly.
me to sound hostile. Demon is a coward.
Vox, you're projecting.
But he's just tearing into the whole time, who eventually
The deer. Oh shit. Oh yeah, the deer. He's making fun of Alistair for he died.
Don't mean to sound hostile, but the demon is a coward.
but he's just tearing into Alistair the whole time, who
I mean, not really. Not very successfully. He's tearing into him, but not very good. Venison and Vox. Venison with Vox.
eventually hijacks the song and starts
And then demolishes him.
dissing him back.
PVE.
Instead of a cloud-chasing, mediocre video podcast.
Oh, that was a good one. He basically said he basically insulted modern day media, which that's what it's gone to.
More interesting plot points are revealed, like how Alice is nothing without the other V's, and that Vox
Yeah, Vox is nothing without the other. That's absolutely true. Besides, be disrespectful in that meeting. She was useless. Valentino's the only one who stepped up to the plate. The rest of y'all are jokesters. Based. Yeah, he sounds like an obsessed stalker girlfriend, not really a good villain. Based. Based. Yeah, for sure. It's such a shame that Alistair got immediately dismantled with, like, the power of hitting his staff. Yep. Yeah, Vox jerking his ego. He's not a very good one. Yep. Exactly. Again, I think the main problem with Charlie's thing is that, like, just because someone doesn't do drugs doesn't make them an immediate like, that's not how addiction works. That's not how addicts behave. You don't need someone to tell you to do drugs. You'll do it yourself because you want to. Gee. Oh yeah, because Angelus is a crackhead. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, not really. He's just mad that his enemy is outperforming him. caught, and then we get the epic low tier we get the epic low tier god moment. Or bug. A Genjutsu. What the fuck? Oh, the Naruto. You should now. Your life is nothing. Your life is as valuable as a summer ant. Jesus Christ. Sorry, let me go. I gotta go do something real quick. Yeah, a little corny, but it's fine. Sometimes corny works, I guess. In this context, it would be corny for a reason. Yeah. Yeah. Episode 3 is the word. Yeah, episode 3 is very sloppy. They didn't even get half the characters right. Yeah, they like it's like in the Dictator movie where he's like, "Hello, black person." Yeah, his deer. Yeah, his deer. Yeah, he's eating a deer. I don't get it. Why did they I don't get it. Why did Penn just wave farewell with the eggs? Why can't the eggs also be exactly. Yeah, for sure. Charlie's just a drill sergeant, but without authority. Yep. Oh god, yeah, that. Yeah, exactly, bro. Could have been millions of octopuses will be tortured. That's what the world's first octopus mega farm. There's bro, yeah, you're allowed so eating fish, eating shellfish, correct. Lollipops, Jolly Ranchers. Oh shit. I love Jolly Ranchers. Yeah. The problem with Nifty is that she's just not, they try to diversify her character, but her character goes nothing more than just like bratty looking 5-year-old who like LARPs as an adult. That's Yep, definitely fire. First time. Like, what the fuck? Probably, yeah, probably. Refuse to wear. I mean, it'll surprise you. Yep. Visible didn't wait, what? She did. It says it right there. Well, Jesus Christ, you gotta fire whoever the hell that person is. I guess she was trying to like pretend to be like how Pop would write, but I mean, you don't really want to copy that kind of style. Have not based. Yeah, exactly. If you're gonna express that Zestial or Hark is this like super feared person, why the hell would you have one of his? Why the hell would you have someone else interject for him instead of having him like smack the fuck out of her and teach her a lesson? Like what? That makes no sense whatsoever. Kind of based. I'm the hashtag. I don't even think that was even like a trend ever. Like what? All right, yo, what's up? Sorry about that. Sorry about my bed and shit. It's kind of. All right, let's fuck. Yo, Hazbin Hotel, Hot Topic came in clutch. Fuck. Oh, god damn it. All right, here we go. All right, let's do this.
Valentino to let Angel spend more time at the hotel. Angel is absolutely freaking out about this and tries his best to get Charlie to leave, and you can sense he's genuinely afraid of Val.
First, you gotta go.
Ah, Your Majesty.
This just confirms.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He gets into it. He has a very good take though. which makes Val upset. Which I mean, to an extent, like yeah, anybody would be about that. Yeah, they did a good job with this scene, especially with them like removing any like removing any audio, removing all that shit. They did a good job. Yep. Yeah, it's executed very well. Oh my god, not again. Yeah, very effective. And yeah, it's effective in portraying narratives of people who can't leave situations like this. It's very good, very awesome. Yeah, it's very incredibly effective. Sorry about that. Wait. Oh, damn it. Oh my god, is my shit. God damn it. Okay, all right, let's check this out.
I mean, you can tell he's a broken person who deep inside wants to be
Check this
better,
out.
which is why it's so effective. It's just a punch in the gut. Tell he's a broken person who deep inside wants to be
Check this
better,
out.
which is why it's so effective. It's just a punch in the
Okay, all right, sorry about that. I had to check to make sure this was working.
gut to see this, especially a show that has had pretty much no serious moments at all.
Yeah, for a show that has had no sex jokes, for a show that's been all sex jokes, haha, funny, innuendo, this is very like intense, and I think Vivzy Pop's team did it well. For a show that's all about like, it's nice that they had a serious moment. For a show that's all about like sexual shit, you know.
Up to this, it catches you so off guard and it makes the viewer feel helpless, like there's nothing that they can do.
Yeah, definitely good. Yeah, because it's like, how do I have to say yes. I have to say yes to anything he wants.
All they want to do is try to help. It is so real. And I love how they make Val
Yeah.
like 10 feet tall. The way he just towers over Angel at all times
Yeah, that's a depiction of like people in real life.
makes this scene feel even more suffocating. We also learned that Angel sold his soul for the contract with Val. So in a way that's much more literal than a real life abusive relationship.
A real I guess it's kind of like prostitution. It's in a way slavery.
There is no escape. When Charlie sees what's going on, she attempts to intervene, but Angel stops her. He pleads with her to just leave him alone, making everything worse.
To be fair, Valentino and Charlie fought. Who would win? Like, I feel like it would be a pretty equal battle. I don't know.
This was the perfect way to end this scene, and again, it's incredibly realistic.
Hello.
In abusive relationships, it's very common for victims to push away any potential for help, essentially
Correct. That's correct. That he's got it spot on.
defending their abuser.
Yeah, they defend not because they're in the right, but because
Defending their
because they're
abuser.
they defend not because they're in the right, but because
Defending their
because they're
abuser.
yeah, they defend the person not because they're right, but as a result, as an amalgamation of, well, because I don't know if Charlie would actually beat Valentino in like a one-on-one fight. I don't know if she would. I don't think she would beat Valentino at all. I don't think she'd beat him. or maybe, yeah, no, she would not, because she needed Lucifer's help against Adam, and like, yeah, she would not. Um, yeah, and Charlie would not be, yeah, because and even if she does, that's Valentino would still abuse him anyway, because he still owns him. And in a sense, like Valentino is like smiling because he knows that Angel Dust will defend him no matter what, not because it's the right thing, but because if I defend him, I'll get backlash. Because obviously the other after Angel Dust then.
Because they know that it will only lead to more abuse. Incredibly dark, and it really gives you an insight into the trauma that Angel is grappling with on a daily basis. After this,
yeah, trauma.
We get a musical number, which is extremely reminiscent of like
Poison is a very good musical because it depicts you see on the outside of a manipulative or one-sided relationship. Because for us dancing and oh sorry, hey, what's up? What's up? What's up, Maroka? This is a very act depiction of what these people go through, because these people go through hell, and you don't, on the outside you see Angel just dancing and acting all happy, but during other scenes of Poison, you notice the camera zooming and getting darker, getting shadier, and that's supposed to represent like what's actually going on in the relationship, what you can't see. It's executed pretty well, because that's how relationships are sometimes. The most perfect relationships in the whole uh, the most perfect relationships in the whole world on the inner side are absolute, like, horrible, like the worst things ever. And because on the outside it looks like sparkles and rainbows, but on the inside it's hell and skulls.
old school Kesha or just that style of pop music in general.
That's actually hilarious because Kesha was an abuse victim. And also, she collab fuck P. Diddy, as she says in her musical, fuck P. Diddy.
The song itself is discussing the poisonous effect that this relationship has on him and how it will
Correct.
be the cause of eventual demise. It's animated like a music video, with Angel Dust first snapping into character before being forced into different scenes, getting more and more violent as it continues.
Can't show a lot of this for obvious reasons. I think you can. I don't know. I think you can, honestly. Like, I'm so tired of like, because YouTube's been really annoying about. I'm so tired of YouTube with like the whole we have to abbreviate words now and shit. Like what the fuck? Like how are we supposed to talk about important things that victims are supposed to like go through like all this important stuff when we have to we have to censor words like s we have to say words like s word or shit like that. Like what the fuck? Like I should be able to talk about these things as in an educational context and not fear getting my like, you know, um uh or what do you call it? Getting my video demonetized or some shit. Like I should not have to worry about that.
I see this not only as a reputation of his literal situation, but also
like you can't be pro mental health but then demonetize videos where people talk about these like actual like assault things and all that. Like you can't you can't do that. Like that's insanely contradictory.
a commentary on what many people in show business.
Correct. And that's true, and that's substantiated by Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon was mistreating their teenage Victorian Sorry about that. I apologize for the frequent delays. I'm terribly. All right. Okay. Let's get this shit. Let's get this shit back on the road. Okay. Sorry about that. I apologize. I apologize for the delay.
This show, one of the biggest criticisms of the sequence is that it's glorifying this toxic abuse dynamic.
Wait,
And
it isn't. It isn't. How is it? How is it glorifying this toxic thing by showcasing? Yeah, you can't. You don't know like bad things are going on behind closed doors. Like what? It isn't. It isn't. How is it glorifying this toxic thing by showcasing? Yeah, you can't. You don't know like bad things are going on behind closed doors. Like what? It isn't.
this toxic abuse dynamic. Here's why that's dumb. I think a lot of people nowadays confuse portraying on screen with glorifying it. Just because
Yeah, exactly. Just because you portray something, that doesn't mean you condone it or think it's okay. Like what? Like you're allowed to portray like stuff like it's one of the main reasons why YouTube allows certain things if it's an educational context. You're allowed certain things if it's educational context.
Because they portrayed an abusive relationship in an accurate way does not mean it's being glorified. This whole
exactly like what
sequence is terrifying and disturbing. They're not romanticizing it in any way. It's
yeah, they're supposed to be. And obviously the whole thing with the artist, like yeah, I'll say it again. Art is definitely worth criticism, but to act like one artist's like work is somehow going to overtake the input of multiple people in a corporation as well as higher ups from Amazon and VivziePop is fucking insane. Valentino's art, if you don't like it, fine, go ahead and criticize it, but it has no effect on a corporate work. If Valentino was making pay type shit, VivziePop and Amazon will put a stop to it pronto. That's just fact. If you want to say VivziePop should like negotiate with this man or not do business, fine. But again, I'm not for like say someone should have their job taken away. I'm not for that. I don't condone that shit. Unless someone is doing illegal shit, like actually like hurting people in real life, I do not condone that shit. That's not like. Don't start calling people's jobs and demanding they get fired. Like that's not okay.
It's just real. Now with the music video, I could see how people might think that that's glorifying the topic a bit, but again, this is the type of lifestyle people in these situations actually live. And the whole
yeah, it's supposed to be like that to show a purpose. You show reactive stuff on camera, and then you don't. You show them all smiling and all that stuff. But when the demented stuff in their relationship come up, it's showcased as bad because that's how it is. Because it's how it should be portrayed, bad. Because that's the things you can't see behind closed doors. Like I don't like all they're tripping. If you think this is glorifying this, like what the fuck?
Point is that Angel doesn't actually enjoy any of this. He's just doing what he has to do to survive. You see him put a character at the very beginning just so he can even survive the shoot, and how at the very end this character breaks down and we see his real feelings. This behavior is self-destructive. The lyrics of the song
yeah, it's destructive, definitely.
Really spell it out. In my opinion, there's nothing being glorified here. It's just an accurate portrayal of some terrible things. When I see this, all I see is someone that is being taken advantage of and tortured by everyone around them on a regular basis. And if that's what you consider glorification, that says a lot more about you than anything.
Yeah,
sorry,
exactly.
I got a little carried away on that rant. Let's go back to the show. So Angel goes back to the hotel.
Exactly, bro. If you conclusion that this was glorifying essay, like what the fuck are you on high as fuck? Like you either are going by the consensus of you shouldn't. Twitter is a cesspool of horse shit. First of all, and second of all, bro, you are not watching the thing deeply enough. Because bro, if you watched it deeply enough, you would understand why that's not true.
After work and immediately snaps back into character when ordering a drink.
You look like shit.
Nice.
Possible.
Husk then drops some wisdom on Angel.
Look, if you problem, you're not going to find the solution at the bottom of a bottle. I should know. I've been looking there a long time.
But after the
The drug
he's
addict.
had, he'd rather not be lectured to. Instead, he sticks to reliable sexual harassment Riz, which causes Husk
Sexual harassment
to
Riz.
go off calling him fake. This really pisses him off. You know, I like this little reveal that those are actually eyes, freckles, and just a weird character design, but you know, reveal that those
Oh yeah, those are eyes. Yeah, good catch.
are actually eyes. I always assume freckles and just a weird character design, but I actually like that. I think it's cool. Anyways, so then Angel used cell logic, claiming that he's worth too much for him and that he'd be lucky to get with him. A dark contrast to what we actually know about Angel, considering he
incel logic, a gay incel.
He has quite literally no self-worth and clearly hates himself. Aggie sends Husk after him. Husk finds
Yeah, his life is so shit. He'd rather be roofied than face reality. Whoa. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, how serious this topic is. Like, what the fuck? Wow, that's wild. Correct. Yeah, it's basically make myself as shit as possible so that way people will leave me alone rather than face the true reality of my situation. Yeah, it's basically his way of taking back some power. He's harassing Husk because in reality, he's the one who gets harassed constantly. It's reactive assault. The person who's being assaulted becomes the assaulter. Yeah, just so he'll leave me alone, which he won't. Yeah, patience, yeah. I really think like ultimately this might be like you're allowed to give whatever stance you have on this situation, but ultimately if you're going to speak about stuff as serious as trauma responses and sexual like response to abuse and stuff like that, you need to have the actual credentials. Like you can't be talking about stuff like trauma responses and mental health discretion in relationships. You can't be talking about that shit if you don't have the credentials. Like if you don't have the credentials, you cannot be like saying like as a person you're allowed to give, but you cannot give. You're allowed to give your 2 cents, whatever. That's fine. But if you want to give scientific, if you want to give like actual like input on a situation or what to do or like how to deal with this stuff or how to handle it, you need the credentials. You need the credentials. In the same way that you're allowed to talk about mental health, but if you want to give actual input on mental health episodes or mental health stuff, you need the actual credentials to talk because that's a serious topic that needs like actual credentials to be discussed. You cannot like you're allowed to talk about in the same way you're allowed to like you can talk about like you can talk about your you can give your input as a survivor. I don't care, whatever. But if you're gonna talk about serious stuff like responses to traumatic events or like mental health episodes or something as serious as that, like how someone like deals with like assault or something like that, you need the actual credentials. You need the credentials. It's an absolute like you can't talk about this stuff without a solid degree on the matter. You just can't. Yep. Yeah, a lot of people make themselves horrible, so that way they think that, "Oh, will the person finally leave me alone because there's nothing for them to mess with?" But it doesn't work because they'll still mess with them. Yeah. They recognize it, but they realize that, well, I'd rather be miserable and have my assaulter leave me alone than be alive, than be, hot and pretty and still have this person constantly on my tail. It's dark shit. Yeah, to make her person go, but obviously that doesn't work because in a sense that's only really encouraging the person to do it more because now they have actual insecurities to point out and actual things to insult you with. Yeah. Yeah, the writers definitely did their research on this episode. They def Yeah, they definitely got it correct. I love how the show can like, be serious. Like I feel like that's what Viz Pop should be doing. I feel like Viz Pop should talk about these things with a bit more seriousness. Yeah, exactly. The whole point of his musical is that you may be at rock bottom, but hey, you still got me and your support. Correct. They definitely got it spot on. Yeah. I don't know how people saw this episode and took it as them victim blaming Angel. No, Husk is just saying that, yeah, you're at rock bottom, but you still have me, and that you can't be fucked with or be put down any further. No, the fuck he's not. No, he's not. How the fuck did you go to that conclusion? No. What the fuck? pe- people who say that are the type of people who would do that to people all the time. They would compare their shit to others. Like you are projecting, sir, because you don't. Because you don't. You straight up do not. Yeah, you're wrong. No, Husk is basically saying you are at rock bottom, but now you can't be fucked with and you're not alone. You have me to help you. Like, what the fuck? How is that comparing? Yeah, exactly. Truth fucking hurts. Jesus Christ, finally.
Saquon,
Saquon.
talk to us about this feed me thing you've been doing after big plays. Just feed me thing you've been doing after big plays. Just feed me thing you've been doing after big plays. Just feed me thing you've been doing after big plays.
All right, okay, finally, Jesus Christ. I'm terribly sorry about that, y'all. It's just like my internet keeps why the fuck I don't know why the fuck my internet cutting out. I don't know why it keeps cutting out. It's like really annoying. Sorry about that, y'all.
These characters were of their past, and now that I know the context, it only makes even more sense. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's basically that. Yeah, we're at rock bottom, but we have each other. We can't be fucked anymore.
How so many people on Twitter totally misunderstood this entire episode.
To be fair, most people on Twitter are just spouting whatever they want just cuz. Most people on Twitter aren't really thinking. That's on a
Although I suspect it's a case of intentional ignorance to validate their hatred of the show, because for some reason,
I think that was because like people like Scott Cawthon, they were like, I don't know what that was all about. I think Vivzy Pop was defending Scott Cawthon for his like donations to the Trump Federation or Trump and saying, I think was she defending him and saying that like just because you support this person doesn't make you like a bad person or doesn't mean you condone all of their acts, which is a fair thing to say. Like you can support someone but not stand by every single like belief or thing they do. Like that's a very rebuttal. And obviously Twitter didn't really hear her out because Ivzy Pop lives in a very, I guess, like leftist. I guess because obviously most Hell of a Boss fans are very leftist, left leaning. So I guess they didn't really hear her out. But it's like, bro, like you can't live your life that way. You can't live your life just like saying that just because someone is on a different side as you, you can't associate with them or condone, or you can't associate with them or be like like you can't do that shit. Like people have different reasons for being with someone or supporting them. Like just because they disavow us one person, that doesn't mean they like agree with everything they do. Keith David's voice is always smooth. Yeah, it is, it is. It's best episode for me too. Yeah, best songs ever. I don't know if Respectless was better than this one, but yeah, still very good. Yep, correct. Yeah, yeah. Husk is able to call Angel Dust out on his behavior because a person who's gone through trauma generally can like understand what other people going through trauma go through. But I don't know. I don't. I personally don't believe they should have included humor at all. Like I don't believe they really should have included humor. I don't think humor was necessary. Yeah, episode 5 was kind of a nothing burger. They introduced Mimsy. She was just a filler character, did nothing impactful to the story. No. Yeah, definitely should not. High strung. Yeah, Lucifer is just kind of like Lucifer is just kind of like a lot. Like Lucifer is just a whole bag. Like honestly, Lucifer kind of reminds me of like a dad when like you come home with like he kind of reminds me of like a dad when you come home with like a different. Or I guess if you're like you'll understand this, but like when you come home with like a someone who isn't like a different someone who's a different race than you or like or like if you have parents that are traditional they kind of look at it funny and they kind of like they would never directly say it but they would be kind of given hints. They would be like, you know, we're happy to find, you know, we're happy you found someone, but you know, we would like it to be someone who is the same like identity as you, like the same race. Or I guess it would be the equivalent of like a dad learning that their because their son or daughter is gay or lesbian. Like it's a little bit awkward, but it's like it's not like it's a little bit awkward, but it's like I guess like it's just kind of like out of nowhere because it's like, oh wow, but I never knew this, you know, you never told me or whatever. Like but it's like it's one of those things where it's just like, oh wow, suddenly out of nowhere, like this out of nowhere sudden revelation, you know, it's just one of those things. Correct. I think it's ironic that they call their father a deadbeat, but like, bro, her mother is even more of a deadbeat than the father. Like when she calls the dad picks up the phone and actually shows up. When she calls her mom leaves her on red and never goes. Like bro, like what? Like how is this one person a deadbeat? Like what? Y'all are wild and yeah, he's just like a dad finally reconnecting with someone they haven't been with for a while. Yeah. Well, I think he's like that also due to the fact that he used to be part of heaven. He still has a little bit of that heaven side in him. In the same way there's still a subconscious in people. Jeremy Jordan's okay, I guess. Yeah. Um, I'll just say this as someone who is someone who is autistic like myself, autistic myself, as someone who is on that spectrum, like autism, ADHD spectrum, as someone who is on that spectrum, I'll just say this. You, I don't really think it's a very good idea to make implications or assumptions about someone's like identity or whatever, or their stuff. Like, unless they specifically go out of their way to tell you, or then I feel like you shouldn't make that assumption or make that implication. Like unless Bibsy Pop comes out like and canonly says that this character is autistic or disabled, you really shouldn't even make that assumption to begin with. Like you just shouldn't. Like especially like you shouldn't even like make that assumption to begin with. Like even though this is a fictional character, like still like you shouldn't really make that an implication or assumption. Like I know he doesn't have any. I know Blooms doesn't have any negative intentions when saying this, but like still, Blooms, you shouldn't really like be saying this. Like you really shouldn't.